young adults to behave in sexual activities. So why don't we begin by learning about the amount of teens that become pregnant each year. Teen pregnancies have rapidly increased over the decades. In the past year, they have risen by 4%. The rates were already really high, and just in 1 year, they rise about 4% every year. In high schools today, less than 1/3 of pregnant teens complete high school. According to Hoffman, teen mothers account for 11% of all births in the United States. Less than 2% of teen mothers who have a baby before age 18 continue adult education, and less than 2% of them attain a college degree before the age of 30. So this is where it affects us. We're the new college students, freshmen, and less than 2% of us, if we were to get pregnant, would attain a college degree before the age of 30. And according to the National Campaign to Prevent Teen Pregnancies, students who become pregnant after enrolling in community college, about 68% of them drop out. It also affects, it not just affects the young adults becoming pregnant or becoming parents, but also all of us, our parents, the taxpayers. In a study done by Hoffman, it costs taxpayers about $9.1 billion annually to cover the costs and everything that comes with becoming a young parent. 1.9 billion goes to healthcare costs, 2.3 billion to welfare costs, 2.1 billion in the increase in costs in state prisons, 2.9 billion in lost revenue due to lower taxes paid. And according to a study done by Hoffman, if teen pregnancies decreased by at least 1/3, the taxes would reduce by $6.7 billion a year. That's a huge difference to what we're paying now because of these young adults getting pregnant. According to a different study done by Time Magazine, this is where where the media comes in, the way it influences teens becoming pregnant. So according to a study done by Time Magazine, teens exposed to the most sexual content are twice as likely than teens watching less to become pregnant before the age of 20. So we all watch movies, television shows, everything, and shows such as 90210 and Gossip Girl are known to hold high sexual content. A lot of teenagers fall under the fairy tale romance and all that, and according to studies, that influences the way teenagers engage in sexual activity. And other shows like 16 Pregnant and Teen Mom are meant to show teenagers the struggles of becoming teen parents at such a young age, everything they go through, but it gives some the idea that becoming pregnant at a young age, I can have my own reality show and they make a lot of money off of it. Okay, so how does all this affect the views on pregnancy on teens in our society? Well, abstinence is obviously the only way to not become pregnant, but that's unrealistic. So then comes contraception methods. But a lot of teens are uninformed, or like I said earlier, afraid to use it. And there are over 15 different methods of contraception offered by doctors. And it's not difficult for teenagers to go into a clinic and have availability to these types of contraception. And in a study done by the National Campaign to Prevent Teenage Pregnancy, out of the teenagers who they tested, the study done to see how many used contraception methods, 49 used condoms only, 49% used condoms only, 6% used oral contraception and condoms, 11% relied on withdrawal, 3% relied on injected contraception, 2% on both condoms and injected contraception, and 12% on no method at all. noticed that males are more likely to use condoms than females. 78% of sexually active males use condoms compared to the 64% of females. So in conclusion, the amount of teens and young adults becoming parents at a young age is ridiculously high, and it can be reduced just by informing our young adults to be more aware, they have control of their future, and that there are many methods and ways to stay safe. So there's no reason for the birth rates among young adults to be so high, especially in the U.S., especially on the technology, medicine, and education levels we have compared to other countries. And okay, so like Juno says in the movie Juno, I'm already pregnant, what other kind of shenanigans can I get myself into? There are a lot of consequences that young adults don't think about in the heat of the moment. So there are plenty of other shenanigans that you don't think about, like your future, your goals, and just how everything can be put on hold in an instant.
Okay, thank you.
I forgot to show the picture.
Show us right now.
Okay, this looks like it would be his older brother, but it's actually his 13-year-old father.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's depressing. Okay, thank you.
He looks depressed.
How many citations did you give in your speech?
I think only 2.
Oh, you did more. 3, I think?
4, I think.
4? Okay.
Well, 2 of them were by the same,
But you
by the
cited
same
4.
person. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right. Yay, congratulations. Good work. Okay, next up, Brian. Thank you. Good job, Karen.